Welcome to episode 705 of the 2-Minute Takeaway Podcast. Hi, I'm Motivational Keynote Speaker Ken Okel. Have you ever had a colleague complain to you? Complaints from colleagues are not unusual in a fast-changing, challenging world. But what should you do when someone comes to you to just vent? And how are things different if you have no involvement with their job? Recently, I asked my LinkedIn connections to imagine a colleague coming to them with a complaint that's unrelated to the connection's work. I wanted to find out what they thought the colleague wanted from them. Let's go over the top answers. Now, the number one answer I got, this got 81% of the response, acknowledgement of the problem. Sometimes a sympathetic listener is all that's needed. People feel frustrated and just need someone to admit they are in a tough or frustrating situation. When someone says, "You can't imagine the day I've had," it can represent a way to process and get a challenging time out of your system. Being a good listener can come with a downside if the person takes advantage of the relationship and becomes a chronic complainer. In this scenario, you either learn to tune them out or politely suggest that if their current situation is so frustrating for them, then it might be time to find a better position. Coming in with 16% of the vote, a solution. For some, listening is not enough. These people like to help solve problems and they like to provide one or more solutions. There's a lot to be said when people share wisdom based on their experiences. You won't always find this kind of advice in a manual. The solution could also acknowledge the realities of a situation. For instance, imagine a business is understaffed and employees are overworked. It's understandable if this scenario also comes with some mistakes. The solution in this case is an understanding that while the mistake is undesirable, any success in these challenging circumstances should be acknowledged. Finally, tough love, it only got 3%. And I think I know why. Because this choice takes some courage to offer. It often goes to the person who is a chronic complainer or is stuck in a bad situation with no chance of improvement. You share with them the gift of honesty. A lot of people, they don't want to hear it, as they may be comfortable where they are even if they don't like it. However, you don't believe the status quo should continue. Big picture thought. Often, when it comes to how to handle complaints from colleagues, it's smart to consider what you would like to hear someone tell you if you were in their shoes. It's a good starting point for your response. I've got some cool people for you to meet. Katie the custodian, Gina the ballerina, and 20 push-ups Pat. These are just some of the characters who are in my new book, Get Better, Smart Business Advice from Unexpected Mentors. The book is out. You can pick it up at Amazon.com. To find out more about the behind-the-scenes story of the book, go to my website, KenOkel.com. And while there, you can also watch some clips from my speaking presentations and listen to past episodes of this podcast. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Ken Okel. Get better and take care.